When it's time to get high, go to Goliath Grower's Garden. It's time to get high. Go to Goliath Grower's Garden.
What's up, everybody? Goliath Grower here. Got a little update for you. Today we are going to show you how many plants you can fit in a 4-foot by 4-foot tent. Right here we got our 4-foot by 4-foot tent. It's a little bit over 6 foot tall, really closer to 7 foot. We got our Mars Hydro TSW 2000 in here, and I'm going to show you how many plants you can put in here just by pot size. I'm not going to actually show physical plants in here because I don't have all the plants to cover this certain video, but you can get an idea, and I'll let you know how big your plants should be when you have them in said pots. And here we go. Alright, right here, if you really wanted to, these are 32-ounce cups, and there's 100 of them in here. 10 rows of 10. So you could do a little solo cup grow, have 100 plants in a 4-foot by 4-foot tent, veg them out for like 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks, and flip them to flower, and you'll basically have a plant that has a top and like 2 branches, and that would actually come out pretty good. You could do a little pheno hunt run like this, or just do a small mass produce or something, I don't know. But that's 100 32-ounce cups in a 4-foot by 4-foot tent. Alright, so right here we have 49 pots in a 4x4 tent. This pot is a 1 gallon Procan 1 injection. It's probably just a 1 gallon pot. It looks more like a half gallon, but it's a 1 nursery gallon. So you can fit 49 of these in a 4x4. And with these plants, you're going to want to veg for a very short amount of time, maybe 8 weeks max, and then flip them to flower. And you'll have a little bit more than you would with solo cups. Maybe a bigger bud on top and a couple more branches. But that's about it. So that's 49 plants in a 4x4. Alright, right here we have in our 4x4 tent 5-gallon pots. These are all 5-gallon pots, and there are, as you can see, 16 of them in here. So you can comfortably fit 16 5-gallon pots in a 4x4, and this is what I like to do, really, and you get good production out of it, is the 5-gallon pots. You can veg them out for a couple months and then flip them to flower, and you will fill this tent right up with luscious plants, and you will have great success. And the plants are so young that you might not even have to scrog them if they are strong enough, you know, feed them net silica. So this is the 16 pots, 16 5-gallon pots in a 4x4, and this is my suggestion on how many plants you should put in a 4x4. This is just a suggestion. You could narrow it down to 12 if you wanted, give yourself some more space. But I would put the 16 in there, and as soon as they fill up this tent, then flip it to flower. Now right here we have 5 10-gallon pots. These are all 10-gallon pots. There's 5 of them in the 4x4 area. Now if you're gonna have 10-gallon pots, you're gonna want to veg your plants out a lot longer. So you're looking at like a 2 to 3 month veg time, and really 5 is probably a little bit too crowded because your plants are going to be huge. So we're going to take this one out. We're going to make sure our plants are comfortable so they can't be really too crowded. 4 big plants like that are going to really bush out, so you're not going to need the 5th one in there. I think a 5th one would just be too much. And I hope you guys can picture all this, but you got to picture a plant that's 2 to 3 months old is going to be big, especially if you trained it out, you know, to fill the tent up. You know, so this would be my second choice. I'm going to show you one more option, and we'll get to that real quick right now. You could go with one of these bad boys. This is man, I don't even remember if this is a 20 or a 25 gallon smart pot, but it's a big one. It's a big pot. But you could get one of these. You could really even do this with a 10-gallon pot also. But if you wanted to, you could take a big pot like this and literally fill this entire canopy with just one plant. But it's going to take a lot longer. You're going to look at like 3 to 4 months plus veg time to do this. So just one plant under one light. But you got the 4x4 tent, you might as well fill it completely. And I hope these suggestions help. I hope this is going to help you figure out what size pot you're going to want to use. And there you go. See you on the next one. Peace out, misfits.
Mission Gotcha Misfits! Time to get high. Go to Goliath Grower's Garden. It's time to get high. Go to Goliath Grower's Garden.